Are you sure?
Welcome back to AMEMURADIO. I'm Megane Keijo Shimarian.
And I'm 癖が強い系男子トシ and we are with
7KJ
7K よろしくどうぞ Let's do
So,
it.
how's your dating life?
So I'm just gonna go from the get-go.
Yeah,
like,
straight in.
Straight
in. Oh my
It'll
god.
make the rest of it easier.
This is why I was nervous. You're not gonna warm a girl up. Oh my god.
No.
No, yeah, I just broke up with someone that I dated for like 4 or 5 months.
So is he Japanese or
Uh,
Japanese guy?
Yeah, he's a Japanese guy. This is so embarrassing.
Which is good.
Oh my god.
Which is good.
It's gonna be a funny story.
Oh my
is
god,
it?
Vicky, say if you're watching this, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, tell us. Tell us.
Yeah, actually, it's a funny story. Like, I met lovely ball of sunshine photographer
Yeah.
through Tinder, and so we met up in Kyoto, had a fun time, but like, I don't want to say his name. Really shy, and also like a thing that I like came across, like I was very like insecure at that time because this is actually something I wanted to mention, I guess, is that like I'm not skinny, and like a lot of foreigners aren't like the body type that is like the ideal body type in Japan.
Yep.
Because in the UK and in the West, like you have like people who are model skinny, and there's like, people who are like also considered attractive that are like, you know, size 12, size 14.
Yeah.
But like here it's just like if you're not skinny, then like you're
That's it.
yeah, people are unlikely to be attracted to you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was like very self-conscious about that, and I was like, oh, maybe even if this guy's like really open-minded, like maybe he's not attracted to me because like I was like I lost like a lot of weight now, but like before I was a bit like on the curvier side, I guess. And then I was just like, okay, maybe we're just gonna be friends. And I didn't see him for a month.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, he doesn't have, like, Tinder date was like a fail. Like, he was a cool guy, so I was just like, let's hang out. So I just roll up at like 2 a.m. after like some drinks in Doyamacho, actually, the gay area. Yeah, so I go to Family Mart and I'm like, I'm here, where are you? It's like, oh, I'm just with friends, I'll come back. And then he's like, oh, just like come around to us. And bearing in mind, these people, there's the 3 boys, they like all share a room together. It's a really big fucking room. And I end up going to their place a lot, and like of course like the guy I met on Tinder as a friend, we get closer, and then we just get closer as like a group. And they're all like kind of IKEMEN, I'm like So eventually I'm just kind of like, okay, well like this guy, the guy I matched with on Tinder, like maybe we're just friends, so then I just like ignore him. But then like, so then the other guy is looking very eligible to me, and then eventually, like we're not even going on dates, but like I tell my friends in England like I'm kind of interested in this guy, and they're like, just tell him. And then AMEMURADIO kokuhaku language in Japanese is so like tricky to navigate.
It is.
Because like I'm trying to be like, I'm just kind of vibing with you, what do you think, right?
Right.
But then like suki-da-yo is like a bit too much as well. Like ki-ni-natteru, I went with ki-ni-natteru, which is like I'm interested in you, but like even ki-ni-natteru is like quite strong sometimes. And I was like, I wasn't even trying to date him, I was just trying to have like a good vibe and be like, this is more than friends. And then I was just like chain smoking, and he was like,
like shaking your head.
Yeah, I was like, and he was like, really? And I was like, and then he obviously like just didn't expect it, even though it was so obvious. Like he was just kind of like, wow, thanks. And I was like, he was like, yeah, I haven't even like been thinking about, you know, like getting a girlfriend or a partner. Like I've been focusing on my work and like thinking about moving back to Berlin. So like I'm also like quite selfish. I think you'll see that like yeah, I'm not looking for a serious relationship. It's fine. And he was like, okay. And I think it was like kind of like it came on like a good conclusion, and then but like I was still like, what's going on? Like I don't really know.
Right.
And then we go back to his house and no one's home, like, and no one's coming back home. Like it was kind of like a positive, right? It was like, yeah, we're gonna go into something.
Yeah.
But then he was like, yeah, my flatmate's not home, so you can sleep on his futon. And I was like,
Romance.
okay. So then like I was sleeping in like an L-shaped futon, like his futon here and my futon here.
Yeah.
And like our heads were like next to each other and just talking. And I was like, man, like
What's happening?
what's happening? Let me cuddle, like come on.
Right.
But I think he was just doing it out of respect because he didn't know me that well. I actually told him like 10 days like after we started hanging out at his place, and like a month and a bit after like we met. So it was a bit early. And then at first, so I was like, I really don't understand, like what's the conclusion of tonight? And he was like, no, I like you more as a friend, like more than a friend too. And I was like,
AMEMURADIO.
my boyfriend's like in one big room of 3 people together. Like obviously I'm there a lot, and sometimes that's like uncomfortable for the boys. But they would never say like, oh, don't invite Jay, like we're tired, we've come too much or anything. But then it got to a point where like he had to start sending me home or being like, today yamitaku or something like that. But I was like, why? Why? They haven't said anything. If they have a problem, then they should say something. But it was like their Japanese way of like being like, well, I know, you know, like like you shouldn't come, like, and I'll be like, why? And be like, oh, I just feel it in the vibes today. They want to be just like us 3, and I'm like. But then it was just like sometimes too much. Like sometimes it would just be like, oh, like this guy's coming home soon, so you should be here when he's home. And I'm like, it's not that bad. And if it's that bad,
it made me feel so bad.
Yeah.
So they're living together, 3 boys living together, right?
Yeah.
Are you sure they are not gay?
AMEMURADIO.
But a healthy relationship is where like you leave that behind.
Definitely.
You work
And it's
on it.
also like you want to be able to tell him that like this is making you feel a certain way, but like, and then on the flip side, you want him to tell you if you're making him feel like a certain way. But a lot of times, I feel like dating here, it's just like.
And I don't know if it was like the like toxic masculinity kind of aspect of it, where like men aren't allowed to express their emotions. Because like whenever I was like, how was your day? Like you clearly look a bit like tense. You look a bit pissed off.
Yeah.
It's something. Okay, let's talk then. He's like, okay, let's talk. And I'm like, how like? Okay, what's your favorite color? Like, and he'd be like, why are you asking me stupid questions? Because I'm like, because you're acting stupid. And eventually he's like, okay. I'm like, yes, that's like what I've been asking for like half an hour. He's like, yeah, this friend really pissed me off. He always acts like this. I'm like, tell me, I'm dating you. Like, I want you to share your life with me, and I want to help you.
Right,
like, even if it's just listening.
AMEMURADIO. Do you want to date with another Japanese guy?
It's not like, but like, I don't even have like. I don't know. There's like native Japanese people who like, you could gel with, but like, to me it just seems like quite impossible because like they don't have any similar experience to me.
Oh yeah.
An exposure to like my culture, right? And then there's the people who have been abroad and like speak English and like are open-minded. They're still limited by their own culture. So then there's like, seems like there's like a really small amount like dating pool. Maybe I can't find like nakanaka mitsukaranai kana.
I feel like it's not so easy than you are thinking.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Like,
so can you tell me one tip to listener? Dating with Japanese guy.
Just
Yeah.
like the way I'm gonna phrase this is so bad. But
That's
sometimes
alright,
you
take
have
your
to
time.
be a little bit of a Western colonizer. You have to colonize their communication style. You have to be like, this is the right way to communicate in this relationship. If you don't, or else, you know, just establish the boundary from the beginning. Empathy.
Dating in Japan.